What is going on, guys? It's your boy Beer, back with some more showdown. Today we got a showdown team guide. I just recorded the the live session. What am I saying? The showdown live session for the team that I've been using. That I found a lot of, this is probably one of my favorite teams. I've said it in the video. This is probably one of my favorite teams. Now there's two variants of this team. Both with the evolution of Mudsdale and the pre-evolution Mudbray. I'm gonna show you guys the Muds. Oh, actually, the pre-evolution form has a certain someone named Porygon Z, and this version has Tabulele. Now, from this version to this version, there was been many changes to the actual team. I believe. I think Tentacruel and Pheromosa have been changed. I think these two kind of stayed the same. Actually, no. Kartana switched also. Kartana switched moves, but I think. Pheromosa changed moves, Tentacruel changed stats, and Mudbray and Homeboy, obviously changed. So let's get into this one. So here we go. We got Kartana here. Kartana, my main man. Cool. All right. So Kartana and Pheromosa are the main attackers on this team. You got Homeboy over here, Porygon Z with the attacking. Now this team. I haven't used this one as much as I've used the other one, the first team, so I can't really, give you that much insight on it, but basically the idea was that your two attackers are Pheromosa and Kartana, your lead is Lycanroc, Tentacruel is your special defensive pivot, also your setter for toxic spikes, and Mudbray is your defensive wall. Porygon Z is basically there for special attacking, also it's bulky. I did end up switching Porygon Z to a special attacking variant in this team because I felt like Porygon Z wasn't doing enough damage. So when I made this team, the original idea I had didn't work out because it was too much. It was too wally for my taste, and Pheromosa and Kartana do get affected by certain walls such as Toxapex, and I'm trying to think of another wall. Celesteela also affects these two. Also, there's like other things. There's like other mons that don't really get checked. That check Kartana and Pheromosa. So I had this guy here to take him out, but he wasn't doing enough. He wasn't doing enough special attack damage, so I ended up switching him out into a special attacking, fully invested special attacking variant in this variant of the team. But back to this team. So Porygon Z. So this is, I made this special defensive to take hits, come in and do damage, and then whatever switches in on it, I would act accordingly. So that was the idea for this. So I used that's why it's got recover. A tip for those of you that are new: if you have any health like recovering HP moves, you want to put a lot of your investment, your EV investment into HP. That way you recover more HP. I didn't really know this until like way later on. I caught on to it like literally this generation, but it's something that I guess not a lot of people talk about, and it's kind of like common knowledge or whatever. Okay, so let me talk about the moves. The 4 attacking IVs is because of return, because I thought, for some reason, I thought download would warrant me to have return, so I get return stab just in case I get attacked. Now, the reason why I had it this way was because of download, the +1, I thought it'd help out, but like I said, it wasn't doing enough in my opinion. So you got Tri Attack for stab, you get return for stab, you get recover for HP. Now, Thunderbolt can be swapped out with whatever. I feel like fire is underrated this generation. Fire attacking mons, fire type mons, and fire attacking moves are really underrated, and you should at least have something with a fire type move because of how much grass weakness, how much steel weakness there is. Celesteela is a big one. You got Kartana, but Kartana can be easily taken out with you can throw your booger at it and die. There's other. You got Pheromosa or Buzzwole, Buff Daddy. So I wanted something for that, but it doesn't get any fire type moves. Literally every special attacker that I've tried putting on this team doesn't get a fire type move, and end up switching like 8 special attacking Pokemon. It does get HP fire, I believe. that's there. If you want to do HP fire, yeah, you go HP fire. It's up to you. It gets blizzard. If you want to do blizzard, I mean, you can get ice beam instead. But I don't understand why it gets ice beam, thunderbolt, but it doesn't get fire like flamethrower. What? That's like the case for like every special attacker. They get two of the three, but they never. They get two of the three, but they never get fire blast, like any of the fire type moves. So that's there. So you can switch this. You can swap this out with whatever you want to do. You can do charge beam too, and you know have that even like be even better. You can do shadow ball. Like I said, I suggest the fire type special attacker or something with fire type. You can do HP fire. It's not enough power in my opinion. So yeah, there's that. I also put life orb on it, but that kind of hinders it. Like I said, I don't really know what I was doing with this team, to be honest. There's like some mons that are really made well, and some mons that I just have like an aneurysm, and they are where they are. I would suggest leftovers instead, but I mean, you know, it's honestly preference. I'd swap this out for a better special attacker. So we got Mudbray. So Mudbray I thought would be a better idea, because if you look at Mudbray's stats, Mudbray has some really good stats for what it is. So Mudbray itself has 100 base attack, 70 HP, and 70 defense. That's really good considering it's a pre-evolution mod. And Mudsdale, I think it gets 80 HP and 125 defense. Now that's way better, but the way Eviolite works, Eviolite, I believe it does ×2 or whatever. I don't know. It's 1.5. So basically this, your defense is going to, I think like 125. It's basically the same as what Mudsdale is, but his special defense is going up too. So you know you get that, and yeah. So it's thick as hell. It was a rest talk set, with the only attacking. The moves are low sweep and earthquake. It does get close combat, but I didn't want to run close combat. In hindsight, I think low sweep might be better for Mudsdale, and I might end up switching it. But this high attacking stat is really nice, considering that, like, you know, everything on this team does have nice attacking stats. So just looking at, I was looking at Lightning Rock because I thought Lightning Rock had lower lower attack, physical attack. So, but yeah, that's a really good mod. Mudbray was putting in a lot of work. I only switched Mudbray to Mudsdale because the rest, I never got a chance to actually use rest. Mudbray was doing such a good job at like staying alive and staying thick. I never needed to rest, but I felt like if I used Mudsdale and I had the idea of using leftovers and protect and getting some HP back and not having to, you know, actually sleep, what you can do is you can swap out Porygon Z or one of your physical attackers like Kartana or Pheromosa or even Lycanroc to something that has aromatherapy. Let's say, I think Serena gets aromatherapy, or Togekiss, anything like that. You can have it use aromatherapy, wake up Mudbray, or even Mudsdale if you use the rest talk set. This is for any rest talk set if you want to do that. So this is this guy. If you want to use Mudbray, I recommend using Mudbray. You can do Mudsdale too, but it's honestly, there's, if you like rest talk sets, this is your Crocoon of not really a good Crocoon, but I mean, hey man, with stamina's beast. So there's that. I put these EVs. I have a really tough time deciding where EVs go. So if you have any questions like why I put EVs in certain areas, it's honestly because I just think that it'll work. So I can't really help you if you're asking for like definitive answer. I put 176 into attack because I wanted it to like at least be able to kill stuff, and then 80 into put 80 into HP so it can like live longer, and then the rest into defense. So it'll be fat as hell. So let's move on to Tentacool. Tentacool, man, I love Tentacool. I don't know what it is about Tentacool. This generation, so underrated. Nobody's using Tentacool. I'm the only dumbass that's using Tentacool. That's probably saying something, but he is so good. Literally, his stats, I'm pretty sure his stats got buffed. I can check to see if his stats got buffed, but I'm really lazy and I don't want to, so I'm not gonna do it. But if anybody can tell me if his stats did get buffed, please do. So my man Tentacool, HP invested, special defense invested, and the rest into special attack. He is your spike setter. This set is different from the first variant. He uses acid spray. He's got skull. Well, everything is the same except for acid spray, and I think the EVs are different on the other set. So I got acid spray. Basically, if Toxapex comes in, I had the idea that if Toxapex comes in, you can use acid spray, lower its special defense to the point where it, like, basically if you're in a situation with another wall, you're gonna be in there for a while. So it helps Tentacruel if you have acid spray and Scald combination. It's actually really, really nice. But I wasn't seeing that it was working. So I mean, you can swap out acid spray for something else. You're gonna use this team, man. You gotta use Tentacruel. Tentacruel, man. Tentacruel's a beast. I just. Ooh, do me a favor. If you're gonna use my team, you gotta use my man Tentacruel. You can take out every Pokemon, but just leave Tentacruel. So basically, you don't have to use my team. Just use Tentacruel. Tentacruel's amazing, man. Shout out to my man Tentacruel. We got Clear Body. Now I have a question. Celesteela is an asshole. I have a question that if Celesteela uses Leech Seed on Tentacruel and you have Liquid Ooze, does that damage Celesteela? I'm gonna have to put this into the lab and see if it does. I'm pretty sure it won't, but that'd be pretty sick and nasty if it does. I got Black Choice, you know, self-explanatory, and then you got you can change out Toxic Spikes for something else. There are a lot of toxic type Pokemon, so you do have to kind of play wary if you do use Toxic Spikes. But let me give you guys a huge tip. If you use Toxic Spikes on a mon that you can actually use Toxic Spike on, it helps because it forces the opponent they feel threatened to switch in their poison type. So what you can do is you can Toxic Spikes, and you might have to know your opponent a little bit. So if you use Toxic Spikes, a lot of the times they'll switch into their poison type, and if their poison type is, let's say, Salazzle, it won't be Salazzle because Tentacruel fucking checks Salazzle easily. But let's say Toxapex comes in, so Toxapex comes in to take the Toxic Spikes. You can switch into, you know, your Porygon Z to give you into an advantageous position, or switch into Kartana to give you a better position, you know. Basically, you can force them to switch into their poison types and put you in a better situation. You can also put in Mudbray, but I wouldn't suggest it. But I mean, if it's a different poison type, so if it's like Muck or something like that, Muck or Alolan Muck. So just so you guys know, there's a tip for Toxic Spikes, but you can't swap out Toxic Spikes for something else all entirely. Celesteela does come in, like I said. I do switch in Tentacruel into Celesteela because normally Celesteela doesn't really have a lot of attacking moves except for Heavy Slam, and Heavy Slam doesn't do shit. Or Flamethrower, so you're pretty much, you know, easy money when it comes to this. You know, you can, well, why don't you use Swords Dance? I don't know, I'm kidding. Don't use Swords Dance. Your attack stat is garbage, so doesn't really have any much else to hit Celesteela with unless you do HP Fire, but Tentacruel isn't that strong unless you're investing into the special attack. So there's my man Tentacruel. Pheromosa, very simple, very easy. Pheromosa is your physical biased mixed scarf. I'm just reading what it says off here. Got Choice Scarf, you can do Choice Band. And then the moves have changed on my other set. On this set, it's Lunge, Ice Beam, High Jump Kick, U-Turn. You need Ice Beam to check ground types and other like weird Pokemon that have if you don't expect it, it won't see it coming. I know many times I used to have a Garchomp on the other team that I used to use, and Pheromosa would come in, I'd be like, oh, Pheromosa's here, well, I can just fucking sit here and use Earthquake, and then bam, hit you with Ice Beam. Oh god, I'm fucking choking. It uses Ice Beam and I'm dead, so god damn. Pheromosa's moves, I always see Scarf or some sort of choice item on Pheromosa. It's up to you. I have seen a Quiver Dance set with Roost, so I mean, it's weird, but it works, I guess. It doesn't work, actually, in my opinion. You can also do Taunt and have some kind of Taunt set. I like using Taunt, so it's not for skilled players if you don't feel comfortable enough using Taunt. So there you go. And also one thing nice about Pheromosa, if you do want to trick up people, basically whatever attacking, like physical attacking type attacks it has a special variant for it too. So you got Bug Buzz, which is better than Lunge. It's got more power, I believe. Yeah, it's got more power. You got Focus, Focus Blast. It's pretty much the same as High Jump Kick. High Jump Kick, it does have higher accuracy, but if you miss, you're pretty much fucked. And Pheromosa is so weak that if you do miss, you're fucked regardless. So Focus Blast, or you can do, I think there's no, there's not. I thought it would have Aura Sphere or something. That'd be sick if it had Aura Sphere. Now the Quiver Dance Roost set had Bounce on it. I don't know if I would suggest that, but it's there. Wait, I just realized, why would he have Quiver Dance and Bounce? I don't know, he plays some really bad people sometimes. So you got the young Pheromosa. So also let me talk about the EV spread. So let me check how base boost work. Highest stat is raised by 1 if it's at. So I don't think I think no matter what, Pheromosa always gets speed boost. I thought the way beast boost works was whatever your hold on, let me do this. Does beast boost this if this is the highest? Because then what you could do is you can make it to where you are slow just by 1, or you can just do adamant. Yeah, you can do adamant. Well, you don't want to do adamant because of that, but you could do like you can do like naughty or something like that. And then so what this does is your beast boost, instead of boosting your speed by 1, it'll boost your attack by 1, which is better because Pheromosa's the fastest mon in Gen 7 OU. I think it beats Greninja. I think it beats Greninja pretty cleanly too. I think Greninja's 363 or 399. Hold on, let me check real quick. This is the way I check Pokemon. Or yeah. How much is battle? If I do this, let's do Jolly. Yep, 399 is the fastest. And then if we do just regular Greninja, I freaking hate Greninja. Just checking my man's Greninja. Actually, he's not my man. He can fact right off. Yep, 377 and 399. So easily beats it beats most of the Scarfers in the game, especially if you do have Scarf on it. So what you can do is you can make this faster. Now I have it faster because I like speed, and I'm running the fastest Pheromosa. If I'm running the fastest Pheromosa, I can OHKO other Pheromosas if they feel comfortable enough to switch in, or if I'm in a position where I see a Pheromosa, I can switch in and easily kill it. So this is why I'm always gonna go with speed over attack. But if you feel, I mean, it's totally up to you. I'm probably the only person that does that. So yeah. So as long as you're outspeeding, everything else, the only thing you won't outspeed is another Pheromosa that's like mine. So this is so pretty simple. I have HP. Is this the right team? This is the Mudsdale team. Oh, okay, this is the wrong team. I picked the wrong team. My bad. Let me go into this. How do I? Okay, there we go. So the moves were Lunge, Ice Beam, High Jump Kick, and U-Turn. There you go. Pretty simple. Don't pay attention to what I just showed you guys, because that was the newer team that is much better. So let's get on to Lycanroc. We got Lycanroc here. Okay, so Lycanroc is your setter. He's your lead. He's your taunter. He's basically like really good at his job. And if you play him well, he'll do you well. So what I mean is, if you lead with him, people will expect you to Stealth Rock, and they usually have something to get rid of you. As I showed you guys in the video, I think both times someone had something to take care of Lycanroc because they thought I'd lead with Lycanroc. You can also play this to your advantage, so you can have Lycanroc as your lead, or you can have Lycanroc, be your lead, and then they'll play something for you. So something that you can be like, oh, okay, well, if they have, let's say, Metagross, it was a Metagross, so if they're gonna lead with Metagross, Metagross is gonna take care of Lichen Rock. Let me lead with Pheromosa. So Pheromosa, with a U-turn, a high jump kick, do what you want to do. Well, I wouldn't suggest doing that because what's his name gets bullet punch, so you probably lead with Mudbray or Mudbray. I just realized his name is Mudbray. I use so the moves are Excel Rock because you need priority. This team lacks priority, so you got Stealth Rock. You gotta set up something. You got Taunt. Now Taunt you can change. I like Taunt because if you're leading and they lead with a lead, like an actual lead, and you taunt first, you're in a really great position because they'll be like, oh shit, they're not expecting to taunt. So that's something to be aware of. So if you use taunt, they'll be screwed, and then they'll usually switch out. That way you can switch. You can use Stealth Rock, and then there you go. You got your rocks in. You also got their lead out, and then that puts you into an even better position. So you're already good from play one. I got Brick Break because Brick Break is the best universal move. Trying to see if there's anything else. You can do Sucker Punch, but I mean you already have priority. It's totally up to you. You can do Fire Fang. I don't know. I mean, it's totally up to you. I think, in my opinion, Brick Break works the best. I'm looking at his other moves. I guess you got Thunder Fang, and then yeah, so it's there. Focus Sash is the lead. So what else? What else do we have? Now, I got Keen Eye, which is shitty. Probably the worst ability in the game. You can do Sand Rush. Sand Rush should probably be better because sometimes, just in case they lead with this, sand is very, very scarce in this gen, at least from my eyes. I play Didnt 7 OU, not Didnt 7 Pokebank OU, so it's totally different there. Steadfast would probably be the best, so let me change that to Steadfast. There you go. This thing isn't living. It'll live sometimes, but I think it's so weak. So there's the stats. Very, very, very simple. Max attack, max speed, very fast mon, and then very fast for leads. So I don't think it doesn't outspeed Tapu Koko, just so you know. Even if it's this fast, unless you do Scarf. So let's move on to Kartana. Very simple. Now this is the correct set. This is the moves I would suggest you use. Sacred Sword, Leaf Blade, Smart Strike. I use Synthesis. You can swap this out for something else. You can swap this out for, I'll get to Brick Break. I'll get to Sacred Sword. So use Sacred Sword. I don't know why. Oh, I'm geeking out over Brick Break. You can use Night Slash, Psycho Cut. I don't know, Swords Dance and not have it a Scarf set, or X Scissor. Like I said, it's up to you. The world is your oyster. You do Giga Impact if you want. I run the Scarf set, so a lot of times you switch in Kartana. You get a nice switching into Kartana, or you switch not hard switching, but let's say something dies and then you switch in Kartana. And Kartana has been weakened before, you can Synthesis. Since it is a Scarf, you'll be at max HP. Since it has so little HP, you'll most likely get all his HP back. Now I'm thinking in hindsight that this is probably a bad idea because of how weak Kartana is on the special defensive side. Physically attacking really strong, but I don't know, it works for me. So if you're not good at reading, I would suggest you change Synthesis for something else, or you can just make it not a Scarfer and then keep Synthesis, which I wouldn't suggest. Maybe you can do a Focus Sash set with Swords Dance. It gets Defog. Shit. Alright, well, there you go. Stats are very simple. Max speed, max attack, foreign defense because of how its defense stat is very high, and then I have Jolly because I prioritize speed more than anything else. It's already fucking strong. You're not gonna need to get any stronger. I mean, you could if you're, really uncomfortable with it not being strong enough. Yeah, I spent 25 minutes talking about that team. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna To make this a little bit quicker, Lycanroc is the same, so I'm not going to talk about Lycanroc. Kartana is the same, except I swapped what's it called? Sacred Sword with Psycho Cut because I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna change that back. Pheromosa has also changed. I used Hidden Power Electric because of the asshole which is named Toxapex. I want every Pokemon on my team to be a check to Toxapex. This is mainly for me. You don't have to do this. I wouldn't suggest doing it because this gets rid of your bug type stab with U-turn. Now you only have U-turn as your bug type stab, and sometimes sometimes U-turn fucks you. So lunge is good in that regard. But I just hate Toxapex. Toxapex is in PTSD, so there's that. Stats are the same. My man Tentacle, like I said before, I want everything to take care of Toxapex. A lot of the times I switch in Tentacle, very self-explanatory, to check Toxapex. It doesn't really check it, it just kind of sits there with it. If you get HP Electric, I don't even think HP Electric does enough damage to warrant keeping HP Electric. So also I switched. I think this is, I don't know if this is the same or if that's different. Let me check. No, that's the same. Okay, so I didn't change the stats on Tentacle. So, and didn't change the stats on Tentacle. I don't think I changed the nature either. Mudsdale, yeah, there you go. So it's defense is 100, attack is 125. Its HP is 100, so it does get more HP. But I've also changed the set to, actually it matches the same attack stat as Mudbray, which is actually pretty funny. But it is fucking fat. This is a fat ass horse. Fat ass horse, man. I'm talking fat. I have Impish. You might not need to do Impish. You can do an attack buffing one and lower special attack like Adamant. That way you can make your Mudsdale even stronger. Because it gets stamina, which basically means if you get hit by any move, you boost defense. So I probably will switch this to something like Adamant. And let's see how that does. So there's that. I use the moves Protect to get HP back. It has no recovery. That's the only one downside to Mudsdale. Homeboy doesn't get any recovery. Now you can use Roar. Roar might be a good idea. Toxic might be a good idea. You can also make it a Rest Talk set. That way it gets its HP back. This thing is fat. I told you that this thing does not die. It is large and in charge. You got Close Combat and Earthquake. I use Close Combat because you'll get your defense up. Your special defense is low already, so it doesn't really matter. And if you Superpower and Close Combat have the same attack, the same power, but Close Combat lowers defense and special defense. Superpower lowers attack and defense, which you don't want to do with Mudsdale. Mudsdale's already Mudsdale's good attacking wise, but I mean, your boy, you don't want to be lowering defense and your attack, your two best stats. You feel me? So I rather take the special. I mean, your special defense is already shit, so why not? Go with it. You're not gonna be switching in this thing into a special attack unless you're crazy. Unless you're resist them, then I can see that. But there you go. I use Heavy Slam too, just in case to check any Fairy type users. Also, it's a good move. Mudsdale doesn't get a lot of physical moves, so it gets very few. And the moves that it does get are pretty bad, like Double Edge. So, and then finally Tapu Lele, which actually does a special attacking job. Special attacking beast. Lele is strong. It's also medium fast. Does that make any sense? It's pretty. It's there. It will outspeed most 300 base speed stats, or around 300 stats speed stat mons. I'm basically having an aneurysm over here. So what am I looking at? We got Specs, Timid. I wouldn't suggest doing that. Usually in my honest opinion, say to If you're gonna do specs, you should do modest. If you're gonna do speed, you know, jolly or timid, you should, or whatever speed boosting you want to do, scarf. If you know you're banded, you want to do all fully invest into attack, make your better nature to help your attack. The only reason why I'm doing it here is because Lele is, I want Lele to be a special attacking monster. I want it to be able to, you know, do a lot of damage. So if I'm doing a lot of damage, I need to do more damage with the specs. Now you can't change this out with modest. Let's see how much modest does. It makes you slow as shit. It doesn't give you the 300 that you need. You won't get to 300. You know, we want to hit 316 or Austin, baby. What you know about Stone Cold Stunners? You don't know shit about Stone Cold Stunners. All right, let's get on with it. You got Moonblast, simple enough. Psychic, simple enough. T-Bolt, and then you got HP Fire. So HP Fire is for Celesteela, T-Bolt is for Celesteela. This is again, these two kind of, you know, Toxapex. You can bring this on, you know, Toxapex, and then whatever you want to do. You got Moonblast. You know, there you go. I'm looking at Nature's Madness. You could do Nature's Madness, but you could do Nature's Madness, and then what you could do is you can swap out this for Scarf, and then there you go. Anything that's coming in gonna does damage equal to half target's current HP. What? Oh, that's shitty. Oh, that's like super fake. Alright, never mind. Don't do that. I thought it always does half damage, like half of your HP. So if you have 300 HP, it always does 150 HP. So that's good to know that it doesn't do that. You can use Shadow Ball. Oh, I'm trying to look at Aromatic Mist. Okay, well that's a double battle move. I'm looking at anything else. I think if you do Nature Power, it turns it into Dazzling Gleam. So the terrains do affect Nature Power. I was seeing someone use Tapu Koko, and they used Nature Power, and they changed it to Discharge, I think, which is really stupid because T-Bolt does more damage. But I guess if you want the 30% paralysis. Also, I don't think Coco gets Discharge, so that might help, but I'm pretty sure it literally gets Dazzling Gleam, as you can see right here. So, hope you guys enjoyed this team guide. I know this was much longer, but this team is fucking animal. One thing I would change, it would be the Beast Boost. Wow, everybody told me wrong. Beast Boost. I will have to see if if you boost attack, see what happens to Beast Boost. If it does boost your attack by 1, or if it's still your highest like base stat. Does it say base stat? This is highest stat. So okay, so I think it does work that way. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys are going to use this team, or if you guys are thinking about using this team, leave a like. If you guys have any suggestions for me to switch what I can do, it is always appreciated. I would love to make this team even better. Let me know how this team is working out for you if you do use it. Yeah, everything else, if you guys have any questions, any competitive tips and tricks you guys want me to do or answer, just leave a comment and I will take care of you. Thank you guys again for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Yeah.